God's favorite host, the host with the moist, host of the Flex On podcast here on YouTube, the only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. Back again with another video. Hit that thumbs up, smash that like button, hit that bell for all notifications, subscribe if you haven't already, and welcome to the Flex Zone family. Comment down below your thoughts on WrestleMania Backlash 2022, your predictions, your winners, your losers, any returns. Let me know. As this is the Flex On podcast. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, all the queens out there. From yours truly, God's favorite host, the host with the moist. But let's get into WrestleMania Backlash 2022 winners and losers, only here on the Flex Zone podcast. Now, as we get into this pay per view, you see the graphic here. It's this Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day premium live event. No more pay per views. Remember that. WWE Universe. But as you look at it, WrestleMania Backlash coming to you from Rhode Island. It's called WrestleMania Rematch to me, WrestleMania Rehash, WrestleMania Backlash, amongst other names, because they've used the WrestleMania marketing ploy to get eyes on it, to sell more merchandise, to sell more tickets. And it kind of dilutes the feeling and lore of a WrestleMania that happens once a year, now 2 nights usually. But when you do things like this, it kind of, like I said, dilutes the product. You have rematches each and every week on Raw and SmackDown. Then you have a pay per view that's basically just full of rematches. Doesn't get you very excited. 6 matches. Surprisingly, no men's titles are on the line. I repeat, no men's titles will be on the line at this pay per view. Currently, 6 matches. A match could be added on the pre show, maybe to the regular show as well. We could add the New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods against Ridge Holland and Sheamus tables match, which was taken off of SmackDown, which could be added to the Backlash card. But I'm not really looking forward to this pay per view. I love you guys. I love professional wrestling, so I'm going to watch, but I'm not expecting much. This is a filler pay per view. This is a throwaway pay per view. This is a hold you over pay per view till we get to the Hell in the Cells and the Stadium live events, premium live events in Cardiff in September, Clash at the Castle, in Nashville for SummerSlam at the end of July, and the Titan Stadium, and of course, Money in the Bank at Allegiant Stadium in Vegas at the beginning of July. So, 2 stadium events in July if you didn't know. But as I look at this, I'm gonna give you my predictions. I'm gonna bring up the winners on the screen, and you guys let me know what you think. I'm gonna start this off with the Roman Reigns Bloodline Usos match against Drew McIntyre, RK Bro. I got some news, an update courtesy of Wrestling Inc. The WrestleMania Backlash pay per view is headline, so it'll be the main event. Raw Tag Team Champions RK Bro and Drew McIntyre versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions the Usos and undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. That's a mouthful. And non-title six-man action. Should be a winner take all if they were going to do this, much like they've done in previous times. But this was originally announced as Riddle and Randy Orton, RK Bro against the Usos in a winner take all unification match for the tag team titles. But it was changed to a six-man title last week. The Wrestling Observer reports that this was the plan all along. It was never planned to do a unification match. The main event change was not a case of the usual week to week changes by Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard, as this was the end game before the match was announced. This is why sources wouldn't confirm McIntyre versus Reigns, only that Reigns would be in the main event. In regards to McIntyre and Reigns, where it is WWE officials made a decision that they want to move the singles matches for one of the bigger summer shows. The idea was that the smaller venue, the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island, being just 4 weeks after WrestleMania 38, that the interest level wasn't going to be that high, and they need these matches for bigger events. So the feeling is that the unification tag title match is a bad idea since Raw and SmackDown aren't ending the brand sprint split and merging. There is no date or plan to follow up on the unification build, but everything comes down to Vince McMahon, who can change at the drop of a hat. But he won't promote something on TV if he doesn't plan on delivering it. So with this match, I think that one of the Usos is taking the pin here. I think it's going to be Jimmy or Jay, the right hand man. Could be Jimmy, could be Jay. Who knows? But I'm going with RK Bro and Drew McIntyre. Claymore will be delivered to one of the Usos. One of the Usos will be laid out in the middle of the ring for a 1, 2, 3. No title unification, no winner takes all, but in a meaningless six-man tag match that we can get on Raw or SmackDown since they need to help ratings outside of Cody, which we'll get to in a second. RK Bro, Drew McIntyre get the win. McIntyre with a Claymore to one of the Usos. Roman doesn't take a pin, of course, as he's continued to be built up as a monster mega heel. So give me RK Bro and Drew McIntyre. Next match, we got Charlotte and Ronda. This is a bathroom break match. You can go to sleep, take a nap, kitty litter, take a dump, feed your baby, change your baby, spend time with your mom on Mother's Day, your girlfriend, your significant other, your wife. I think Ronda Rousey's going to win this match. She will be your new SmackDown Women's Champion. I think the bigger question coming out of this match will be who is she facing next? Does she fight a Shayna Baszler? Does she fight a Shotzi, a Xia Li, who could be on Nick Khan's featured endeavor list coming up? Does she go on to fight a Sasha Banks? But she looks like she's in tag team action right now with Naomi. Who is Bailey coming back to be her next feud? Bailey was a heel before she left. Maybe is it Alexa Bliss? We heard Alexa Bliss is unhappy. We're seeing Mustafa Ali move to Raw quietly. Could Alexa Bliss or Bailey come to SmackDown since we know Asuka's back on Raw? I don't I don't know what they're gonna do to make Charlotte say I quit. If she actually says it, I'll be surprised. Could they do a Rock and McFoley thing or where it's recorded and it's played? I don't know. But I think Ronda Rousey wins this match. They won't get the main event as we see. It'll be a six-man tag match, but this could open a show. Ronda Rousey will be your new SmackDown Women's Champion. I don't know where the hell they go next. The women's division is trash, and they have no viable challengers. And Ronda Rousey, as they call her, puts you to sleep. Next match: Cody versus Seth freaking Rollins. Cody just came back. Cody's probably one of the best things in WWE right now. It's no way you can make Cody lose. I know they did a situation where they made him look a little weak on Monday, and they kind of gave the last laugh to Rawlings. So it looks like, Cody could be losing, and this could set up also a third match at Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell. Even maybe for the real quick, the Ronda Charlotte match could be set up for a third match inside Hell in a Cell with Ronda winning on Sunday, then going to a Hell in a Cell in June in Chicago for the third match of the trilogy inside Hell in a Cell for the title. But this could be a situation where they're heading to that as well. Cody does not need to lose. We don't need typical WWE 50-50 booking. Please let Cody win. And let's move Cody on to something else. Maybe a Kevin Owens, maybe a AJ. Well, AJ's with Edge. I don't know. Let's move Cody on to something more meaningful. Maybe Austin Theory, US title. I don't know. Cody needs to move on to something else. They can revisit this later down the line, but they don't need to do three matches at three straight pay-per-views. Cody needs to win. Cody needs to move on to building up momentum to hitting to Money in the Bank as he should be the favorite to win the briefcase. Now, when we get to AJ Styles and Edge, we saw the reunion of the club, him and Finn Balor. Obviously, while they weren't in the Bullet Club at the same time, they both are from the Bullet Club. I think AJ Styles gets the win here. He deserves a big win. He took the loss at Mania when Damian Priest arrived. I think that Damian Priest is barred from ringside. I think Finn Balor will interfere to help AJ Styles get the win after Edge tries some heels tactics. But I think after the match, because the beatdown from Priest and Edge, leading to a Hell in a Cell bout between these two teams, maybe even have a debut of a new member of Judgment Day, the Club versus Judgment Day versus the Club. Let me know, guys, if that's what you want to see as the Hell in a Cell. Looks like we're going to that. Maybe not inside Hell in a Cell, but maybe at Hell in a Cell. We get that tag match, which it looks like it will be. I think AJ Styles gets his win back thanks to Finn Balor and him and Finn Balor alongside whomever else Edge may bring in a Judgment Day, they will be going against them. Maybe is it Ciampa? Is it Rhea Ripley? Is it Alexa Bliss? I don't know. I think we'll get a new debut probably after the match. I think AJ Styles gets the win. Now it's time for Bobby Lashley and Omos. The Great Khali 2.0, the African Great Khali as I call him. Omos has to win here. He lost at WrestleMania. I think he should have won at WrestleMania with the help of MVP. Maybe give him a situation where MVP would help him get the win at WrestleMania, and that's where you could do the heel turn. But they did it the night after WrestleMania on Raw, really to no reaction. I think Omos gets the win here over Lashley, which sets up a trilogy match for them at Hell in a Cell. Maybe inside Hell in a Cell, we shall see. WWE likes to oversaturate Hell in a Cell. It's not special anymore, but Omos. I think MVP interferes, gives Omos the ability to do a choke slam and choke out Lashley. And Lashley, who is the number two babyface after Drew McIntyre, will lose but look strong, and he'll get his rematch, probably beating Omos at Hell in a Cell. But I'm going with Omos with the help of MVP, getting his first big major win on pay-per-view. Last but not least, this is another bathroom break match. Change the cat litter, walk your dog, walk yourself to the bathroom and walk yourself down to the kitchen to get you a damn sandwich or a cold beverage. Madcap Moss, if you don't know, he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. They're trying to actually give this some meaning and give him a push. I like Madcap Moss. I think the gimmick is stupid. He should go back to Riddick Moss after this. He's a hell of a wrestler, hell of a performer, has a great look. The crowd is starting to get behind him. He's good in the ring. He can talk on the mic. Baron Corbin has a worse gimmick in wrestling, probably. I like the bum ass Baron Corbin gimmick better, but I think you have a guy like Madcap Moss, you can build him up here. They'll probably have a rematch on SmackDown the following week. Madcap Moss should win. Madcap Moss should go into bigger and better things. Maybe Gunther, maybe somebody like that, which could help him. Maybe a Shinsuke Nakamura, maybe in the IC title hunt against a Ricochet or someone like that. But Madcap Moss has potential. Get rid of Madcap, make him Riddick Moss again. Get rid of Happy Corbin and just make him a lone wolf again while you're at it, because that gimmick is stupid. Or turning back to bum ass Baron Corbin because he can't beat Madcap Moss, and they're trying to build up this Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner. So just to recap, I got Madcap Moss beating Baron Corbin. I have, let me go ahead and get everything pulled up for you guys real quick. I have, let me get the graphic here for WrestleMania Backlash. But I have Madcap Moss beating Baron Corbin. I have Omos beating Bobby Lashley. AJ Styles with help of Finn Balor beats Edge. Maybe a new member of Judgment Day appears with Damian Priest and Edge. I have Cody beating Seth freaking Rollins. I have Ronda making Charlotte say I quit, being your new SmackDown Women's Champion. And I have RK Bro and Drew McIntyre beating the Bloodline, with Drew McIntyre delivering a Claymore to one of the Usos to get the win, building towards Roman and Drew for the summer feud for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Let me know what you think about that, guys. Comment down below. Give me your predictions. Any big returns? Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Lacey Evans. Does any of them come back? Do we see any shock title changes? Does Charlotte keep the belt? Do we get an IC title match added? Do we get a 24/7 title segment, which I don't care about? But give me your predictions down below in the comments. Let me know what you think will happen. Like this video, share it, hit that like button, hit the bell for all notifications. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me know your thoughts on WrestleMania Backlash. Just a throwaway pay-per-view, but I'm still going to watch. I'll be live for you guys on Sunday at 8 p.m. to give you the breakdown with you as only I can. The Flex Zone Podcast, the only place. Give you your sports how you want it, when you need it. God's favorite host, the host of The Moist. Let me know your thoughts on WrestleMania Backlash. Comment down below. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Check the ticker down below to donate via Cash App, the Flex Zone 1. Flex Zone 1 on all social media platforms. God's favorite host. And until Sunday night, I'm gone, y'all. Peace and happy Mother's Day.